back to the online session with a topic of animals and plants part 2. You might have learned in previous class two differences between the plants and animals. What are the two differences we learned? Movement in plants and animals, as well as we discussed about the eating habits of the animals and how the plants are taking food. So these two topics we discussed in previous class. Next, some more differentiation between these plants and animals we'll see now. See, the next differentiation between the plants and animals are breathing. So plants also will breathe, even animals also will breathe, because I said already those two are living things. Those two are alive. So both can breathe. So what are the organs are used to breathe in animals? Some of the animals will use lungs, and some of the animals will use gills, and some of the animals will use air holes to breathe. What about plants? Plants also will breathe through the tiny pores known as stomata, which is present in underside of the leaf. Let us observe the picture. So in this we can observe the stomata, which is present in underside of the leaf. So these are the tiny pores which is present in the leaf. So through these tiny pores plants will breathe. So it will take carbon dioxide and it will release oxygen. So when it is opening through the stomata, it will enter into the carbon dioxide, and when it is opening it released out oxygen, so which is taken by the animals. The gas which is taken by the animals, that will breathe this oxygen. So what the plants are releasing out. Let us observe the picture in this animals, some of the breathing organs in animals. So animals breathe different body parts such as surface of their body, and some of the animals will use air holes on their bodies, and some of the animals will use lungs, and some of the animals will use gills. So in this picture, first observe this skin and surface of the animals. So the surface, the skin, with the help of the skin also some animals will breathe. So what are those animals? Like earthworms. Earthworms will breathe through the moisture skin. Did you observe that skin of those earthworms? It will be like wet. So the moisture skin, with the help of that moisture skin, that earthworms will breathe. What about frogs? Even frogs also will breathe under the water. It will breathe through the skin only. In the land, on the land, it will breathe through the lungs. The frogs will leave both land and water. Am I right? So frogs on the land, it will breathe through the lungs. In the water, it will breathe through the skin. So earthworms and frogs will breathe through the skin. This is the earthworm. Okay. Next, air sacs, like a tiny pores which is present in their bodies. The tiny pores, that is we should call as air sacs. So the birds, insects will breathe through these air sacs. That air holes will be present on their body. Those, with the help of those air sacs, it will breathe. And see, this is also bird. Also I have given both sides of the head, it will be presented. And here that some of the birds will use lungs. And this is that insect, you know this insect named grasshopper. Even grasshopper also, both sides of their body will presented like here. So both sides of the body of the grasshopper will presented this air sacs. So insects also will breathe through these air sacs. And what about humans? How we are breathing? Through our nose and lungs. So we are taking air through the nose, it will enter into the lungs. The lungs will take only that oxygen. So remaining carbon dioxide again we will exhaling. We are exhaling that carbon dioxide. So what is our breathing organ? Lungs. The humans will breathe through the lungs. It will take air through the lungs. So the humans and some of the animals will breathe through the lungs. Even cows, buffaloes, horse, tiger or lion. Such kind of animals all will breathe through the lungs. And some of the animals like fish, prawn, such kind of animals, even tadpoles. Do you know what is the meaning of tadpole? Tad, Tadpoles. Tadpoles means the baby frogs. The baby frogs we should call as tadpoles. Even tadpoles, prawns and fishes will breathe through the gills. So both side. Did you observe in the fish? Observe here. Observe the picture, Nana. This is gill. So the fishes will take air through the mouth. Then it will take this air will pass through that gill. It will take that oxygen and again through the gill it will release it out carbon dioxide. So through these gills the fishes, prawns and tadpoles will breathe. These are the main organs on different animals, the breathing organs in different animals. Once again, what are the organs? Skin, body surface, and the second one is air sacs, and the now third one is lungs, and the fourth one is gills. So these are the breathing, these main four breathing organs of different animals. Let us see the next differentiation between the plants and animals. Or the animals have sense organs to breathe. You might have learned in second standard the 5 main sense organs. What are the sense organs? How many are there? 5, no? What are those? Nose, eyes, ears, tongue and skin. So eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These are the main 5 sense organs in animals. So animals have sense organs. They use these to know about the external world. So what happen in around us, we can see this with the help of these sense organs. But plants do not have any sense organs. So plants do not have any sense organs. Only animals have sense organs. But these two are living things. Observe the picture. With the help of the sense organs, what we will do? We can hear. How we can hear? With the help of our ears. So hearing is with the help of our ears, we can hear the sight. How we can see the world? With the help of our eyes, we can see the world. Smell. How we can smell it? With the help of our nose, we can smell any fragrances. Touch. Feel. How we can feel whether it is a hot or cold? With the help of our skin. With the help of our skin, we can find whether it is a hot or cold or hard or soft, or we can find anything. Next, taste. How we can taste? With the help of our tongue, we can taste whether it is a salty or sweet or bitter or anything. So animals have the sense organs to feel around us. Plants do not have these sense organs. Next, see the differentiation. Animals reproduced by laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. What is mean by reproduction? Already I have given this definition in first lesson. What is mean by reproduction? The process of producing young ones or the same kind is called as reproduction. So animals can reproduce. Even plants also reproduce. Some animals like snakes and birds will lay eggs. So animals also will reproduce in 2 ways. One is animals by laying eggs it will reproduce. And the second one is some of the animals will give directly birth to their babies. So in these two ways the animals can reproduce. What about plants? Plants also will reproduce. Most of the plants will reproduce by the seeds, and some of the plants will not produce seeds. So such kind of plants will reproduce by the stem or roots or leaf or branches or flowers, so like that. So different parts of a plant. So the plants which are not producing seeds, such kind of plants, with the help of that parts only can reproduce. Observe the pictures here, Nana. Some of the pictures I have given. See, snakes. How the snakes will reproduce? So by laying eggs. So let us see. These are the eggs. Snake eggs. So snakes will reproduce through the eggs. And tiger. Tiger will give directly birth to their babies. Not only snake, even birds also will lay eggs. Even tortoise will also lay eggs. So such kind of animals will lay eggs. Even you know already hen and duck also will lay eggs. We are eating that hen eggs also. Some of the animals will give directly birth to their babies. So some of the examples I have given in the picture. Observe, Nana. Tiger will give directly birth. Even elephant will give directly birth. And monkeys will give directly birth. Cow will give directly birth. Even rats. Like that, some of the animals will give directly birth to their babies. Already plants also reproduce through seeds. So most plants which have the seeds, which can produce the seeds, so those seeds, through the seeds we can plants can reproduce. So most plants reproduce through the seeds. In some cases even they reproducing through their parts like stem, roots or leaves also. Let's observe this. So first one is, we can find this plant. Where do we find? So many of our houses we have that money plant. Am I right? How it will reproduce? It has any seeds or it has any flowers? No. It will reproduce through the stem. What about potatoes? Potatoes plants sprouting from the eyes. They have the small holes, eyes. It will be presented through that eyes. It will, like we should call it as buds. So through the buds the potatoes will can reproduce. Let's see the ginger. How the ginger is growing? Ginger is a root or stem or any other part. Ginger is a stem. So it will reproduce through the stem. Even sugarcane also. Sugarcane also will reproduce through the stem. It don't have any flowers and seeds. See, this is bryophyllum leaf. So this leaf will this plant will reproduce through the leaf. It will produce the leaf. See, observe that. A small leaves we can observe in this leaf. So it will reproduce like that. And one more like a cactus plants also. See, observe. So it also will reproduce through the stem or some of them leaves. Actually cactus plants do not have leaves. It will reproduce through the stem itself. So like the different parts also, parts of a plant also can reproduce in different ways. So most of the plants will reproduce through the seeds only. We discussed about the differentiation between the plants and animals. Animals and plants both will be depend on each other. So those two are maintaining that balance in nature. So balance in nature is maintained by these animals and plants. We have to protect these two. So what we should do? We should not hurt the animals. We should save those all the animals, and even we should plant more number of trees. So to maintain these two we have to do this. So we should not cut down the trees. So plant more number of trees. So in your birthday, every birthday you have to plant one sapling. So daily you should take care of those sapling. Still grow so that we can increasing their number. So nowadays most of the percent humans are utilizing cutting down trees and they're occupying that forests also because more population. So we should reduce that. What we should do? We have to reduce that one, so that we have to do like planting number of trees. We should plant more trees to maintain balance in nature. Let us observe the table. Brief discussion about these animals and plants or living things. They are different from each other in many ways. So plants and animals. Observe the table. So plants. Plants generally are rooted in one place and do not move on their own. So plants do not move on their own. It will be rooted in one place. It cannot move. If we are moving, it will die. So most animals have ability to move fairly and freely. So to search their food and to escape from their enemies. To escape from their enemies, it will move from one place to another place. Plants contain chlorophyll and can make their own food. So I said green plants only will make the food. So because it contains chlorophyll, so plants can make their own food. Animals cannot make their own food and it depends on the plants and other animals for food. Next thing, next differentiation. Plants give off oxygen and taking in carbon dioxide given off by the animals. So what the animals are releasing out carbon dioxide that is taken by the plants to prepare their own food. So animals give off carbon dioxide which plants need to make food and taking in oxygen which they need to breathe. So what the animals are needed, that gas is given by the plants, oxygen. So after making food, the plants will release oxygen. That oxygen is taken by the animals. Next. So plant cells have cell walls and other structures different from these animals. So the cells of the animals and plants also will different. So it have cell wall and it don't have that cell wall. That if in next classes we can observe the clear structure of the cell walls also. Plants have either or no basic ability to sense. So plants do not have sense organ to sense and animals have the sense organs to feel around the world. So to develop that sensory and nervous system to find or to ability to feel around the world with the help of those sense organs. Plants do not have any sense organs, just it will feel when we touches it. That's it. It don't have any sense organs. Only animals have these sense organs to feel around us. You got a differentiation between these animals and plants and everything. So differentiation between that movement and eating habits and reproduction in different ways. The plants have many differences between these two. Now complete this following worksheet. So first one, what? Identify three differences and three similarities between the plants and animals. So what are the three similarities you can find in this plants and animals, and what are the three differentiation between these two? You have to write in your book. And you have to, second one is what? You have to make a poster. You have to design a poster about saving our plants and trees, how we can save, and provide the reason and strategies for how to save them. So you have to write one slogan. I mean you have to give one caption for that a poster, and you have to draw it and make it ready. Hari Om. Thank you.